Hi everyone, welcome to Hummingbird Spirit Rising. Today I'm going to do a new moon in Cancer reading. The new moon is tonight and by British Standard Time it's at 7:31 p.m. So we're just going to get a look at the energies for the new moon, and there's always a shadow period, isn't there, with moon, so the energy will carry on probably for a few days after the new moon. I myself am going to be doing a little ritual or ceremony tonight where I'm setting some intentions of things I want to release and things that I want to bring in, because I'm really ready for a new story. So let me know if you're doing anything in the comment section. If you want to, feel free. And let's get started. So first of all, we're going to get a Queen of the Moon Oracle card to give us an overview of what we need to be looking at and what we need to be aware of. So I have actually used sage to cleanse the decks today. I'm on enough with sage. I'm either all over it or not interested in it, and today I'm using it. So if I start coughing halfway through the reading, you know why, because the sage is still burning a little bit, and it does tend to get into my throat. So right, let's see what we get from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, we've got 3 cards, and what a coincidence, one of them is release. Shouldn't be surprised about that, should we? So we've got release, we also have trust, and that release card here, that actually looks like I think that might be a new moon on the card here as well. So we'll put that there, we'll put trust here, and then we have peace as well. So hopefully you can see those. And I'm going to get a Power of Surrender card, because as I say, with new moons, it's setting intentions, isn't it? And if you set new intentions, you're going to want to release stuff to make room for new things as well. So let's give those another shuffle and see what comes out. The smell of the sage is very, very powerful. I don't know if I've just got a sensitive nose, but when I burn sage, I can smell it about a week later. Anyway, let's see what we get for Power of Surrender cards. Okay. We get surrender your attachment to results. So we shall put that one up here. And the card says, the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. And that's setting intentions, isn't it? You probably are going to be a bit attached to the results, but let's see what else we get to go with that. So I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot to do the main spread. And I'll clarify with Spellcaster's Tarot. Okay. So main focal point for the new moon in Cancer. We have the star, that's beautiful. I mean, that's a good start, isn't it, really? And Temperance kind of wanted to come out, but we'll leave it at the star. I mean, it might come out as a clarifier. So your energy coming into this new moon. We have Two of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. So that's your energy coming into the new moon. Any external energies? We have Judgment, Three of Wands and Justice. And I'm not surprised Justice came out, because when I was doing the cleansing with Sage and pre-shuffle, Justice wanted to come out, and I turned it around to look at it and see what it was that was trying to come out, and I thought, yeah, Justice. So let's get any past energies around whatever this is. Oh, we've lost one on the floor. And a lot of them came out. I'll try that again. Just bear with me. I'm thinking with that star card, is it to do with a wish that you've made? Or something that you've been longing for, possibly? Especially with that surrender your attachment to results part as well. Okay, so past energies around this. Seven of Cups. So it could be a wish or some sort of dream you've had, something that you dream of. Okay. Current energies around this. We have the Queen of Cups. Potential outcomes, and as I always say, I try not to literally predict the future, but if we do get anything that comes out, it's just potential. It's based on the energies that have happened, are happening now, and there are potential outcomes rather than future energies that are set in stone. So potential future energies are the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. And then let's just move these a little bit as advice. We have the Three of Cups. So let's have a look what we've got. It's possible that there's some sort of dream you've gotten or some sort of wish that you have. And it's something that it's not brand new, it's something that you've had for a while. You might have already put some energy or effort into it. And there's a possibility that you may need some support to achieve it. But let's start to clarify. So let's look at that star first, where I said that that's potentially a wish. You've got, as I said, you've got surrender, attachment to results, peace, trust, and release. And I mean, I think, does it say release here? It doesn't literally say release. It says surrender your attachment to results, which is a form of releasing, isn't it? And then you've got trust here, where trust, if you're trying to manifest something, and I actually hate that word. Well, I don't hate it, but it's just, you know, when something's overused and then every time you hear it, it makes you cringe. I think that's how I feel about the word manifest at this point in time. But if there's something you're wishing for, hoping for, you do kind of have to trust. Not necessarily that you'll get exactly how you want it, but that things will work out for the best. And then that would probably give you a bit of peace if you can, you know, surrender your attachment to the result. But let's have a look at that star, see if we can get anything to give us more information about the star. What is the star here? Well, it's definitely a dream. You've got the Knight of Cups there. Anything more you can tell us about what this dream or wish is? And I actually don't. I mean, I know the star can be a wish, but I think this is the first time in a very long time, if ever, I've looked at the star as a wish, to be honest. I usually look at the star as hope. You've got the Lovers there, so there is a possibility it could be a relationship. I'm not sure if it's a particular person, a specific person yet, but the Lovers is there. I mean, the Lovers is choosing something you love, isn't it? So it doesn't have to be a relationship, but we'll see what else comes out. It could be anything. We'll get one more clarifier for that to give us a bit more insight into what this wish is. But your heart is definitely 100% on it, whatever it is. And we have the Two of Swords. Let's just put those together. You might have, there might be a little bit of doubt about whether or not this can happen with that Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords, it's yes, it can be a decision, but it can also be your intuition. It can be two truths. So that would be where, on the one hand, you really want something. On the other hand, you're not sure if you can get it. This might be something that you intuitively feel is right for you, even if there's no physical evidence, because it is a dream at this point, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a look at your energy coming into this. We have, as I said, the Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, she knows her worth. She knows what she values. She's practical. She's sensible. She's nurturing. You've got the Two of Wands there. So I'd say the Queen of Pentacles is good at making decisions and good at making choices. I would say that your energy is that it could be that you need to make a choice, but I feel like you've already made a choice, to be honest, with that Two of Wands. And maybe it's just a case of, how do I go about getting what I want? Especially if you've got such strong wish type energy there. To me, it doesn't suggest there's any doubt about what choice to make. And if there is any choice to make, it's how to do it or how to get it. Let's clarify your energy. But it seems, your energy seems stable and balanced so far. Let's see what comes out as a clarifier, then we'll find out. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, and we have the Four of Wands. I am getting relationship love type energies, and I don't always get those in readings, but there are quite a few. I mean, you've got as I say, you've got the Lovers, the Knight of Cups. I mean, I just see the Knight of Cups as a dreamer, but they are quite a romantic as well. You've got the Four of Wands, which is like, I mean, in this particular card as well, it's a hand fasting ceremony, and it's a marriage. And then you've got the Ace of Cups. You could be in love with someone. I'm trying to feel out if there's anything else that I can feel from that, and it feels like you might be in love with someone. Has someone proposed to you maybe, and you're deciding if you want to marry them? Or are you wanting a proposal? Because if you already felt, well, okay, there's two ways I can look at this. I can hear an ambulance going by. Two ways of looking at this is, if someone has asked you, propose to you, with the Queen of Pentacles, she probably wouldn't rush into anything, because she's going to think about everything very, very practically. Like the Queen of Wands is probably going to be she's probably more spontaneous and would just follow her passion. The Queen of Cups, she's emotional, so she'd just follow her heart. Queen of Swords, she'd probably contemplate things as well, mentally, if it makes sense. And then the Queen of Pentacles would be thinking, is it practical? So if it's someone that's proposed to you, you could be thinking it's wondering if it's practical. If it's that you're in love with somebody, as the Queen of Pentacles, I imagine she's one of the queens that would want she'd probably want commitment the most, like formal commitment, a marriage contract, because it's the Queen of Pentacles. She's very sensible, isn't she? So let's get one more clarifier for that. But yeah, I got in love vibes from that Four of Wands with that Ace of Cups. Something's definitely filled your heart, that's for sure. And then we have the Three of Wands, and that, to me, Three of Wands, it can be where you put your intentions out and you're waiting for a return on your intentions. It can be where you've already put action, because it's action, and you are waiting for a result. And to me, that would suggest that's where, say, if you've been in a relationship for a long time and you are expecting someone to propose, possibly. And you notice the red ribbons in here as well. Red can be for love, courage, strength. But that's interesting that those red ribbons are there. And then this lady here has a red scarf. They've got blue. Okay. I'm just literally trying to see if I feel like it's anything else, and it could be something else. It could just be that there's something that you feel in love with, not necessarily a relationship. But love is coming up the strongest at present. And as I say, I don't always pick up, unless it's a specific love reading, I don't always necessarily pick up love with the cards, even the ones that are typically related to love. So you tell me if you want to leave a comment and say if it resonates, that's fine. So we have let's look at the energy of external energy. So we have Judgment, Three of Wands, and Justice. And there's Three of Wands in both parts. So if this is another person's energy, it definitely suggests that there's already been action and effort put in, and it's just sort of like trying to get to an end result, although it does say surrender your attachment to results. I mean, Justice card, it's contracts, isn't it? I mean, yes, it's things being fair and balanced, but it is contracts too. And then Judgment, it's I mean, this particular card, I often look at Judgment as going off on your own path. What's the word? Dancing to the beat of your own drum, that kind of energy. It is also making a decision as well, as it's a major card, one of the majors in the tarot, it would be a massive decision, and marriage is a massive decision. So I keep seeing the red a lot. The red is really standing out to me. Red butterfly, red cloak, little bits of red. She's got a red ribbon there as well. Let's see what we get for that, for the external energies. Okay, I thought I'd lost one then, but we didn't. We've got the Chariot, which is often to do with movement. Okay, yeah, this is starting to make me think of something, but let me just get one more clarified. You've got the Tower there. Oh, okay. We have the Moon. Oh, we've got so many. We've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Seven of Cups. That's a lot of cards. What was first? This is making me wonder. So when I saw the Chariot, the first word that came into my head was travel. And I was starting to think of something where if you were with someone, in a relationship with someone, and it was pretty serious already, you're sort of on the verge of marriage, but then say if they got a job offer or something in another country and they wanted to move, and it's a case of deciding if you're going to move together, if you're going to stay together. And then with the Tower there, obviously it's a huge decision. I mean, with that card, the Chariot, if they decided to go off, and then there's just, remember I said about going off on your own path as well, or journey. If they did go off on their own path, this is the other person's energy. So are they sort of thinking, would everything fall apart? It's sort of questionable if you join them, maybe. But they do feel the connection. They definitely feel the connection, and they're kind of, I guess with that Seven of Cups, that person is weighing up their options. Or maybe it's that they've got multiple dreams. Maybe you're one of their dreams, but they've got dreams in terms of their career or their dream life, the lifestyle that they want to live as well. You'll have to let me know if this is the case, because I can't really see anything else other than that. It could also be, say if you're with someone as well and they're not 100% certain if they want to get married. Like, they know the connection's there, they're 100% there for the connection, but maybe marriage scares them. Maybe they're, I guess, maybe a little bit of a commitment phobe, but just because someone doesn't want to get married, it doesn't make them a commitment phobe. It just, for some people, they just genuinely don't see the point in it. Maybe they're a little bit torn. Let's have a look at the Seven of Cups. So that's past energy. And again, I said that was just a lot about dreams in here, isn't there, today? Let's see, that's about dreams or hopes. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So I would say that's where the dream, the opportunity for the dream came in. Let's see what else we get there. Nine of Swords. That's, to me, feels like too good to be true. Like, I'm not saying it's literally too good to be true, but if you've had a wish, a dream, whatever, and then it came in as the Ace of Pentacles, which is very, very stable, isn't it? It's solid. I mean, it doesn't guarantee lifelong solidness, but as a starting point, as planting a new seed, having a new beginning, it is solid as you can get, isn't it? And maybe you were thinking it's too good to be true. Let's get one more card for that. Okay, I wanted one more and I got three more, but that's all right, we'll work with it. Okay, yeah. The Eight of Swords came out. Again, to me, that's kind of goes with that Nine of Swords, that too good to be true. And that would be where you'd potentially be scared to open up. And this is past energy. If you met someone and they felt like, oh my God, this is my dream person, and they come in very solid, very stable. It's, yeah, depending on where your head is at, you might doubt it and think, I'm not sure if this is real. You want it, but you're not sure if it's real. Yeah, and then you get the Seven of Pentacles. That's where you would be putting the effort in. But it's also assessing what's happening when you put the effort in. Is it working? Is it not working? And then you've got the King of Cups, which I would probably say is the other person. I mean, it could be you. Let's have a look at this. This could be the other person, because I do see this and this going together. Because to me, the King of Cups is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, emotionally responsible. I know that the tarot focuses more on his heart and what he feels, but he can be a stable, solid person as well if he is emotionally mature. So I feel like this is where that person came in, and maybe you questioned if they were too good to be true. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which I feel is probably your energy. And as a lot of tarot readers say, don't focus on the genders here, it's the energy. Masculine, feminine energy. So take that, if the reading resonates, take it however it resonates for you, rather than focusing on specific genders. So yeah, I would say you're the Queen of Cups here, and that is obviously a match to the King of Cups. Maybe they came in, maybe when they came in, they were probably more open than you. You were, although you probably felt like they were your dream person to begin with, you probably didn't open up as much. Maybe they opened up more than you did. But then now you probably match them emotionally, or in terms of how you express how you feel, you probably match them a little bit better. Let's clarify that. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. That's sometimes where you could be feeling left out in the cold because someone's moving a bit too slow, with that Five of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Like, your heart's all in there, but if they're moving slow, and to be frank, if they are deciding, if you've been together for a long time and you know the feelings are there, and you're already kind of pretty much committed, and they're still umming and ahhing about whether they want to get married, then that kind of is Nine of Pentacles, isn't it, really? Sort of taking a very long time to take the right steps, but with good intentions. They want to get it right, don't they? They don't want to mess everything up. Let's get one more for that Queen of Cups. Too many keep coming out. We've got the King of Pentacles now, and we had, you were the Queen of Pentacles. That was definitely your energy here. So you definitely matched, whoever you're involved with, you matched on many levels, right? So you've got the King of Pentacles there. You've got the Page of Cups and the Fool. And I don't know why I'm seeing this the way I am, but I'm seeing it as you bring out the lighter, how do you call it? How do you say, playful side of this person probably. And maybe you make them feel like they want to take a risk, because King of Pentacles is quite sensible. Well, Knight of Pentacles is absolutely sensible. King of Pentacles is definitely sensible, but he's I would say that the king, he's more mature, so he's able to make calculated risks a bit better, and his level of discernment is better. But you probably bring the playfulness. I'm not sure why I'm thinking it's you that does this. You bring the playfulness out in that person, and I don't know why I wouldn't feel like it's the other way around, but maybe it's both. Maybe you both bring a sense of playfulness out of each other and make each other feel like you want to take a risk. So that's where you are at present. But it is a bit of a conflict, because as I say, you've got that Knight of Pentacles. It's a contradiction. You've got the Knight of Pentacles that is moving slow, but then you've got that fool, playful kind of feeling where it's like, but I want to take a risk, but I want to just go for it. And then as I'm saying that, I'm looking at that Two of Swords, sorry. So future energies, potential future energies, you have the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. I view the Ace of Wands as like a new spark, a new beginning, flash of inspiration. And then you've got the Hanged Man there, which to me is often, it can be sort of being in limbo. Sometimes it's about beliefs, perspectives, contemplating. Let's get some clarifiers on that. So Ace of Wands and Hanged Man as a potential future outcome. We have the Sun, which is very, very positive. The Emperor and the Three of Cups. You've got the Three of Cups as your advice, and you've got the Three of Cups here as a potential future outcome. It's making me think celebration. With that Sun card there, it definitely looks like a positive, likely to be a positive outcome. With the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands here, it says to me that somebody's perspective is going to change, and they're probably going to get, as I say, like a flash of inspiration, a spark of inspiration. Probably about what makes them really happy. And then you've got the Emperor there, who is kind of like the boss and takes charge. So this could be the other person, I would say, where whatever indecisiveness they've had, they may probably take charge, and then you will have something to celebrate. And I can't specify what that will be. I'm not going to tell anybody that, oh, you're definitely going to get married, because I don't know. But it does look like a positive outcome, whatever that means for you, whether that means that you, I don't know, that you move away together and you start to build a new life. I mean, Three of Cups is community as well. It could be building a new life and having a new community. It could be deeper levels of commitment, but as I say, I don't want to put that into anybody's head, because I cannot be certain that that will happen. It could be that you have a heart-to-heart and you decide that you're happy as you are, but it just looks positive. I will get one more clarifier for that potential future energy. And we have the Five of Swords. How did I know a card like that was going to come out? Let's see. The Sun, the Emperor, the Three of Cups. I think this just says to me that however this positive outcome happens, it's not necessarily going to be an easy It's not necessarily going to be easy. There is going to be a little bit of because it can be self-sabotage, can't it, the Five of Swords. It's gonna be a little bit challenging to get to, probably more so for this Emperor, or maybe between you, because obviously you would both want things to turn out the way you want it to turn out, wouldn't you? Whatever that means, whether it's that one of you wants to get married or one of you doesn't, or one of you wants the both of you to move away and the other one doesn't. It's going to be a little bit of a battle of wills maybe, but you'll have to come to some sort of compromise and support. Three of Cups is support as well, and support each other. Let's look at the advice. So Three of Cups, as I said, it could be support, it could be a celebration, it could be a new community. So what is the Three of Cups as? It could be telling you to seek support, and that could be in the form of relationship counseling, advice from people that you trust, not just any random person who doesn't have your best intentions at heart. But if you do know that you have friends, close friends or family or whoever, and you know that they have your best intentions at heart and you can trust them, then maybe you need support from them as well to make decisions. But obviously you would talk to each other first, rather than going outside and then bringing other people's input back and causing arguments. I mean, that's what that Five of Swords could be, actually, potentially arguments. But then you do get to, I mean, the Wands is passion. So the Ace of Wands under here, that could be passion as well. And obviously arguments are passionate as well, aren't they? And arguments aren't always bad. Conflict is a normal part of relationships, and it's how you resolve the conflict that's most important. In fact, I've decided now that if I ever get serious with anyone again and they say to me, oh, I just don't argue at all, then that's a red flag for me, because I'm thinking, well, I don't want to argue with you all the time, but I need to know that if we do argue, we can have a healthy argument and we can argue well and resolve our issues well, as opposed to saying, I don't like arguments, and then running off and deciding to just bottle everything up, and then until you end up wanting to kill each other. So I think it's we all need to know how to argue, not just in partnerships, but in any situation. It doesn't necessarily mean screaming matches where you're swearing at each other, but we need to know how to deal with conflict with other people as part of life. So let's look at that Three of Cups as advice. Yeah, and as I was saying, maybe you need to look for outside support, or to confide in each other to make the right decision. The Two of Pentacles is decisions juggling. Got the Six of Wands here as well. That looks to me like a professional. It feels like a professional, like someone that you would like, say if it was relationship counselling or pre-marriage counselling or something like that, that's what that looks like it would be. Somebody who's known and respected in their field. Let me get one more clarifier for that. The Hierophant, and that is like a spiritual teacher, isn't it? So if you are religious, or even if you're not, you may want to consult a like, say if you're a Christian, you might want to consult a pastor, or whatever religion you are, you might want to consult a spiritual teacher. Hierophant is institutions as well, so again, it could be counselling. Just trying to think what else that could be. That's all I'm getting for that. But either way, going back to these original cards, surrender your attachment to results. Going back to that Five of Swords, it's the conflict, isn't it, of wanting to get what you want. But if you're in a relationship and you want to stay together, you have to compromise, don't you? So you have to be careful of being too attached to having things exactly the way you want it. I would say that here you have to release, if there's any resentment that you feel towards the other person, if they're not doing things the way you want them to do them, you need to release that. Trust that things will work okay, and try to cultivate peace as well in the relationship, even if that means you have to have some very frank, you know, rocky discussions, it will lead to peace if you approach it in the right way. So let's get a moonology card since we're on the theme of the moon. So it looks like with this new moon, I guess the intentions you might be setting, I would set if it was me, I would set intentions for trust and peace. Well, and release as well. I'd want to release any confusion, any conflict, any negativity, and I would want the intention to be achieved, trust and peace, for things to work out. But let's get one of these and see what comes up. And as I say, let me know if you want to let me know in the comment section. You're welcome to sort of say how it resonates. Let me know if you're doing any little new moon ceremonies. If you have any intentions, anything you want to release, feel free to share that. So any further advice for this? Look at the bigger picture, and your hard work is paying off. So I did say near the beginning about this is something that you've already put time and effort into, where it says your hard work is paying off. And look at the bigger picture. To me, that would be where the element of compromise comes in. But let's I'll just read them out. And it says new moon in Capricorn. We are actually, it's new moon in Cancer, and Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer in the zodiac. So that is quite interesting, actually. See if I can find it, because this book is in a slightly unusual order, so it takes a bit of a while to find the message sometimes. Okay, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. And as I say, I would say that there's a possibility that the person you're involved with may have a new job offer or wants a new life somewhere else. It might not be in another country. It might just be a few 100 miles away from your family, or yes, it could be on the other side of the world, but that was the vibe I was picking up. But if you want to stay together, then it will be a new start, and you will need a new plan, a new strategy. It says, attune to the moon, make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings, you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. And I'd say that is that 5 of Swords as well, and that surrender your attachment to results. It's something both of you would probably need to release, is trying to get your own way, to get exactly what you want without it being fair to the other person. It says Capricorn, the teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building and hard work. And I think the King of Pentacles was in here somewhere. I know that King of Pentacles, I believe, is Taurus actually. But yeah, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, both earth energy. Okay, so the energy of Capricorn is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. So if you can sort of put your heads together and come up with a good plan on how you want to move forward, put a solid plan in place, and be agreeable, don't have any resentment, don't sort of hold back for them or have them hold back for you just to please the other one, then you'll probably be fine. And then we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutiae can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. And again, that's that surrender your attachment to results. If you're not stuck on a specific result, then you don't know what could happen for you. Something better could happen for you. Attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or an adventure. And that could be, again, if the other person wants to move to another country. I mean, obviously, if you're adamantly against it, then, always follow your own intuition first. You have your own free will. But if you're kind of open to it, you never know. Even if you go and try it out, you can try it out. If you hate it, come back. It says additional meanings are, this situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. That's that 5 of Swords again. That win at all costs energy. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. That's that 3 of Cups, showing support and compassion for each other. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Again, 3 of Cups, trying to be fair, equal, compassionate. Okay, the teaching, the full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are being reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see. That's that travel energy again. Beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. And that's also, I'd say for you, that could be the travel aspect. For them, it's if they have concerns about marriage, look at the bigger picture, be open. Obviously, as I always say, trust your own true intuition, use your own free will because it's more powerful and important than any reading. So there you go. Hopefully that was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, you're welcome to leave any comments on the reading or on what's going on with you. And take care.